Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica. Today we are going to open a box from Station 9. This is a skills channel, but we have been talking more about knives as we go along. Fitness is based on a bunch of things. Fitness is based on humans' ability to pick up and carry load. We talk about that in the aspect of kettlebells, sandbag lifting, natural forms of lifting. We talk a lot about using maces and heavy clubs because the human hand is meant to hold levers, and our shoulder and our core allow us to use tools. Tools allow us to build civilization. Every culture in all of human history has certain tools. The most basic tools are levers, axes, shovels, and knives, specifically utility knives. As usual, we will use one knife to open another knife. We'll talk about the first knife first. This first knife that we're talking about is an Opinel 8-inch kitchen knife. This is one of the knives that I think that everybody should possess, or a knife like it. It's a pretty standard knife. This style of knife has been influential throughout all of human history, specifically in the history of North America. These were traded by the French to the native populations very, very early on, and you will see these represented in movies like The Last of the Mohicans. I like this knife because it is the old style knife. I got this in Germany. Opinel 118 8-inch chef's knife. I have a random leather sheath that I found somewhere, and I do carry this around with me when I travel around the world, along with a cutting board. A kitchen knife and a cutting board can help you maintain your quality of food as you travel, so you're not just at the whim of whatever type of food you find everywhere in the world. You should be able to prepare your own food. This knife goes in your checked bags along with the rest of your gear, your clubs and your hydro cores and all those other types of things that you carry to maintain your fitness. This knife is a beautiful design. It's very, very simple. This knife costs about $50, but this knife will serve you your entire life. And if the world were to end, that would be a knife you would take. The name of this company, Station 9, caught my attention immediately. They are a knife company out of Montana. Station 9 was the name of a manufacturing facility in World War II where the British government made special weapons. When you think of Station 9, think of Q in James Bond movies. Station 10 was the name of where they broke all the Axis codes. They did a bunch of math and problem solving and puzzle solving. So Station 9, Station 10, when I saw Station 9 as a name of a knife company, I immediately started looking through their catalog. And I found something that I really, really wanted to buy. Simple white box, always gotta love the simple things. And inside, awesome, once again, nothing fancy. Station 9 logos. And awesome. Simple packaging. What you will notice is that looks just like the previous knife, but way, way, way more hardcore. Instead of my cheap found anywhere leather sheath, we have a Kydex sheath. I really liked this when I saw it. This is meant to be worn inside the belt, wrapped inside. And that bird's head handle right there, it's meant to sit gently in your hand. And the classic chef's knife shape, French kitchen knife shape that was traded across the American frontier for hundreds of years. There are two major designs that were traded in the New World. There is the French kitchen knife shape, and there is the English butcher knife shape, the Sheffield butcher knife shape. As you can see, we have an 8-inch chef's knife and an 8-inch chef's knife. One actually meant to be a chef's knife, one meant to be the hardcore version of a chef's knife. Better steel, slightly thicker at the base. Absolutely fantastic design. I've been looking for a hardcore version of this knife for, I don't know, probably 30 years. Knives are an important part of civilization, and everybody should have some version of this knife, whether it be the Opinel $50 knife or the Station 9 version that's I think $118. These are the kind of things that everybody should have because you can actually use them to do something every day, cook food with. And all of civilization and culture is built upon food preparation. Civilizations are defined by what and how they cook and by the shapes of knives that they use to do that. The Station 9, this is a modern type of handle material. It's called micarta. So they basically take canvas, they impregnate it with resin, and it becomes something that basically never decays and never rots. The sheath on this is a big upgrade. It's Kydex. It's impossible to stab through for the most part. That means that you can safely carry your knife in your backpack without it poking through, even if it were to drop or get hit or something. This is a quality piece of kit. I'm super happy that I got it, and you're gonna see this a lot moving forward because this is going to become my new travel cooking knife to go with me around the world.